Does it give you powers or anything?
Mentally, I would say.
There you
Yeah.
go.
You have any family down in New Orleans? I know Shreveport to Dallas isn't too far compared to there, but
I don't have much family in New Orleans at all, but I think I have a sister down there. I think, I don't know. She probably moved or something. I haven't talked to her in a while.
Okay.
Yeah.
Defensively in the second half, last week obviously you guys stepped up. I guess how important was it to really try and shut them out aside from the last touchdown against Bacchus, but to really kind of get some momentum going into this week?
It was very important because for the first time in a while, it was like the first time we really shot on all cylinders. Like we were good on the back end, good on linebacker level and the D-line level. And when you have games like that, you're able to shut out opponents. But in the first half, we could have did the same thing, but we just got in some bad situations. But we came out with a different mentality and we was able to do what we did.
Coach said you were a guy that maybe said some things at halftime to the guys. Just what was kind of the basic message you put out there?
If I'm being completely honest, I didn't believe at all that those guys could compete with us. So I told them that. I was like, it shouldn't be 17-17 right now. We should be blowing them out completely. So I told them whatever they thought going into the game, clear that. Go out with a different mentality and let's dominate them for the rest of the game.
Did you think that mentality maybe was even more important, considering that it was, again, Houston was the week before you guys did allow, I mean, obviously it was a very offensive game, but 63 points. Do you think it was like, hey, clear it because, Houston, we gave a lot of points. We didn't play our game in the first half we wanted to.
Yeah.
Now let's go out and just clear it.
Yeah, I think having a big turnaround like that, like, okay, obviously we gave up 63, that was gross. We hated that. So we just felt like we had to come out in that game and just dominate. And that mentality played a big part in us doing that.
What have you seen from your fellow defensive linemen out there this year? I mean, you've got Devere playing with you again. You've got some young guys emerging like Jalen and Isaiah Smith. I mean, what do you think of the defensive line and how you guys have put it all together this year?
I think we were I wouldn't say we were like great. We were good enough, I would say. But that's because we do have a lot of young guys. Pretty much every young guy we have is like second to me, Devere, Tinu, all of us. So I mean, it's gonna take some development for the younger guys, but I think once they get there, they'll be good, especially Jalen and Isaiah. Yeah.
Tulane's always a tough team for you guys to play against. I mean, but you guys have come out on top 7 straight. What's different about this Tulane team, this year that you've seen on film?
Honestly, they just execution, I guess. They pretty much look the same to me, but they execute a lot more than they did previously.
I know you guys want to take a 1 week at a time mentality, but 3 weeks ago, 3-4. I mean, did the idea of, hey, we still have a chance at a conference title game, like, did that ever leave your mind? Was it ever on your mind, or?
That never left my mind because you never know what could happen. The teams that we lost against, or the teams that's in first place could end up 4th, 5th. You never know. They could lose the rest of the season. So that never left my mind.
With all the young guys that you mentioned, especially on the line, did you kind of feel like it was your job not only to say something at halftime, but then to go out and prove it yourself and play it yourself on the field in the second half?
Yeah, because when you're in my situation, you can't just lead verbally. You gotta lead with your actions as well. And when they see that, they hear it and see it, it makes them more inclined to do the same thing.
I feel like we don't talk about Tinu a lot, but like he obviously plays a lot at that. It looks like a 0.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah, he looks at the nose. I guess when he's able to play that position, allowing you and Devere to kind of split out a little bit, what does that do for you guys? And I guess how important is that?
It's very important. He's the anchor in the middle, and he doesn't allow things to go through in either of the A gaps. So that's a big thing for us on the D-line level and the linebacker level. But he plays a really big role in us doing whatever we do on the D-line.
What's the name of the character?
Itachi.
Itachi.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thanks.